Welcome to our 6th episode of the Who, What, When, Where, and the Why podcast. My name is Kathleen Johnson, and I am the Marketing and Membership Director at the Tuscarawas County YMCA. And joining me today is our Health and Wellness Director, Jason Eick. Welcome back, Jason.
Thank you, Kathleen.
So glad to have you here. An important month, obviously, in the world of fitness.
It is.
So January's hot topics are almost always New Year's resolutions, solutions, weight loss, healthy eating, exercise, obviously. So we're naming and titling this podcast, It's a Healthy Revolution, Not a Resolution.
Awesome.
Okay, we want to talk about, it's been difficult. It's been a difficult year.
Indeed.
And I think probably one of the most difficult things this year is motivation. Just what's going to get me motivated to start to change my lifestyle. And I think it's been worse this year than any other year. This past year for many has been not good. Fear of getting sick, fear of the unknown, social distancing, controversy. There's so much stuff going on in the world that I think actually thinking about our health and fitness, which is usually our top topic in January, has kind of been pushed really low on the list. And so people's safety bubble has become Netflix and their couch. Yep. And getting out there, even getting into their, dusting off their weight equipment in their basement or whatever it is, has been kind of low on the priority list because they've been educating their children at home. Some of them are working from home. And it's just caused this different environment. So when January rolled around, I think a lot of us were just like, let's just end the year. Who cares about this? Like, let's just get it over with. And so I want to start motivating people about a healthy revolution, that we are going to do a revolution on health and fitness this year that's going to be not like no other. And I think the YMCA has brought together some great things that you're going to talk to us about this year that are going to help people make this a revolution, make this a change in their life that's going to stick for more than 3 months, that just like the past year is going to make a huge difference. And so we're going to start to look at hope. We're going to start to look at feeling better. We're going to start to look at how changing your lifestyle and your healthy living lifestyle and expectations there is going to make a difference. So that's what I want our conversation to be about today.
Okay.
And so brand new, hours ago, happened what? We went live.
Oh, yeah, the Virtual Y, absolutely.
Yeah, Virtual. Yeah. So talk to me about Virtual Y.
Well, we're really excited. Like Kathleen said, you can just sense that enthusiasm in her voice, and it's warranted. And we're all at the YMCA. We're super proud of this. We're super excited. It's new for us. Like she said, it's a Virtual Y. It's a collection of videos featuring our fitness and wellness staff engaged, and sometimes group exercise. Sometimes it's a individual workout that's tailored to an at-home setting, because obviously that's important now, because like Kathleen said before, I mean, obviously the world's changed and everything is totally different now. So how we're getting our fitness might be a little bit different. We wanted to do this for a couple different ways. Obviously virtual is how everything is going in 2020 and then now 2021, So people are working from home. People are even socializing from home. They're spending time with their family from home via Zoom meetings, via FaceTime, so on and so forth. So there's some people that want to get those workouts. They want to get that fitness experience from a remote capacity, from a virtual capacity. Maybe they just not quite ready to go in person to the YMCA. Like we've said before, I know we touched on the last podcast that I was involved in. We absolutely are 100% confident and 100% proud of the fact that we're doing this safely. The Y's, our cleaning protocol, second to none. And we're super proud of that. But we understand that some people may have immune compromised situations, be it from themselves or family members. So this is something we're offering to them. So not only are there individual workouts done by some of our personal trainers and other staff, we also are recording live classes that we're actually having. And these classes are taught by your favorite instructors. So we thought, okay, so there's so much out there getting on YouTube, blah, 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 type in a workout. Yeah, some guy or some female, whoever that you might not know is going to tell you, what if we could make it possible and make it easy for a YMCA member to see their favorite instructor so they have some semblance of normalcy. And that's going to make them, oh, wow, look, there's Jason, there's Shauna, there's Jen, there's Gia. So it gives them an opportunity to be like, those are my people. That's my instructor, and that comfort level's there. So I think that's what makes me the most excited about it.
I think so too. I think that, and I have watched a lot of videos over the years.
Yep, sure.
I was a purchaser of videos and DVDs. I did a lot of that. I've been on the YouTube. I watch a lot of fitness videos there. And what I like about this is even the other night, I was like, I can't wait till we go live, because there's sometimes where I just can't get to your class. And so now I'll have that opportunity, if I'm at home, to be able to do that class.
Sure.
Just, I've got my TV set up. I've got all that kind of stuff at home. I don't always get down there to use it. I like going to the Y instead and doing it there. But because I was thinking, okay, I have time right now. Wouldn't it be great if we'd had already gone virtually live? I could be doing Jason's class right now.
Yep.
So I'm excited about it. I'm excited. Now, note that we will get better at our videoing, and we've been learning along the way. And so we have those a little bit of quirkiness in a couple of things, and we're going to get better. Everything's going to start to get better, and we'll shine even more. But we're super excited about what we've put out, the content. So talk to us, Jason, about, I know we have categories. So we have cardio, we have fitness, strength. So tell us about some of the other categories.
Yeah, so we have active and ageless, I believe. Is that how we...
Active older adults.
Active older adult. I'm sorry. Thank you. So those particular videos, that's where we put our Silver Sneakers videos, so on and so forth. That's tailored to that older adult population. And a lot of the great things about those workouts is they're super, super easy to incorporate in an in-home setting. A lot of times they require little to no equipment, and so often they're in a chair. Yep. So it maybe even opens us up to other people that physically can't come here.
Yeah, because part of the reason we did those specifically was because our 80-person classes are now down to so much lower numbers. Yeah. And we've added classes, but we still have people out there that can't get in them.
Right. So. For context, what she's referring to is Silver Sneakers. Pre-COVID, that class was about 100 people. It sounds crazy now, but and that was but now we've had to offer that 5 days a week, and
much lower numbers.
Much lower numbers. We have to, we want to provide that safe environment, so that gives them an opportunity to still do that, even if they're not able to come be here in person. So that we tailored to some of the older population. We're working on flexibility and balance, super important. So a lot of our yoga classes are in there. We have a fantastic yoga program. Kathleen Johnson, our awesome host, she literally, I can't, her and I are friends. So there's maybe some bias there, but I'm always impressed when I get an opportunity, and I should go do the class. But when I get an opportunity to see her teach, I'm just taken aback by, you could just hear her voice now. She's just got that calming, it's effective. It's something that a lot of people swear by. Another one of my clients who also works for us in wellness, she took your class, Claire, for the first time. Yeah. And she texted me yesterday evening. She's like, yoga was awesome, all in caps. And I'm like, well, I'm glad you liked the class. She's like, Kathleen was so good.
Thank you.
And she's a teacher as well. She taught dance. So obviously she acknowledges and appreciates how good you were at that. So we have the yoga classes there. They're super effective. Once again, yoga is another form of workout that translates relatively easy to an in-home setting, which I think is important. Yep. We do have the strength. We have some cardio style HIIT. And when you think of cardio HIIT, you're thinking, you're going to need a lot of space for this stuff. Absolutely not necessarily in these videos. The videos that we've captured and that we've recorded in that category, basically you can do in the same little footprint that we're in right here. Sure. Still getting your heart rate up pretty high, still getting a sweat on, still not only cardiovascular training, but you're getting stronger as well. Every one of those workouts we've went through them. Either I've been present when they've been filmed or I've watched them. And I'm impressed with our fitness staff, how they've been able to create these videos that not only make us stronger, work on your athleticism and your speed and your agility, but get that heart rate up and work on the fat loss as well.
Yeah, so we have anything from kind of an any level to advanced level. Like there's videos for everything.
Yeah, we make it easy for you to get in there and be like, okay, so I'm a beginner. This is where I need to be, or maybe I need a little bit more challenge. It's very easy, very, very clean, easily explained, I think.
Yeah. And even youth.
Yeah, right? Absolutely. Yep.
So our Kids on the Move program,
Sure.
we are starting to put videos on there for your youth and for your family. So there's one on there specifically that's it was like a Laura, our instructor, is got her football jersey on, and she uses a football in the video. So it's very football themed. So it was very fun to watch her do that. She just recently did one that you just use a small pillow.
Yeah.
So you could do this with a preschooler up to.
Yep, absolutely.
You could use a book instead if you'd rather.
That's been a very popular program for us, and I said it last time I was here. I'm just blown away with the amount of just planning and the amount of enthusiasm that Shauna and Laura put into this, and we're talking about them too. Awesome fitness professionals later on in this conversation as well. Yeah.
So before I forget, just for those of you that are out there listening or watching, how do you get there? How do you get to you just go to our website, and under Healthy Living, there will be a new Virtual Y page, and you'll click on that. Again, this is accessible for YMCA members, so another perk to your membership. All you need to know is your barcode, so you'll just click the picture there. It'll take you to a login page, put your barcode in there, and then you can scan through a lot of the videos and decide which one's going to be good for you that day. And, as always, we want you to come to the Y. We want you to feel safe when you're in there. We want you to be back in your classes, but we also understand that there might be some reservation there. And so as we move into a healthy revolution into this new coming year and really we're just going to start coming at you at different directions. Just like when we opened our building and we had to open up new doors, we are opening up new doors for all of you out there to get your fitness in a different way and at your time, and that your YMCA membership has a lot of value to you. So extra value is what I think our YMCA stands for, and group exercise classes across the board are free for our members to take, including our aqua aerobics class, our brand new Glide Fit, and yoga and spinning and all of those classes. But there is a little bit of an extra fee for personal training. But we're going to talk about personal training right now and why that is such a great resource for you. You don't always have to do it every week, but what a great offering that is. And so let's talk about personal training at the Y.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm super excited about this. Some of you that know me, this is how I got my start into fitness. It was how I came into this. I've been a personal trainer for almost 15 years. So I'm very, very passionate about that forum. Group exercise came later to me, but personal training, I know very, very well. So personal training, first off, when I think of PT and what it means to me is accountability, personal relationships, and just getting that, really making it on a personal level, hence the name. If a good fitness professional is in charge of your fitness planning, your workouts, they're going to, number one, hold you accountable. They're going to make them fun, but they're going to make them informative. They should be teaching you as well. You should be able to come out of that after a number of sessions and having some semblance of an idea what you're doing and why. If they're not telling you that, then that's something that you should speak up and try to have them provide. Because the more you understand, the better it's going to take. Kathleen talked about frequency. You don't have to do it every week. You don't have to do it 4 or 5 times a day. If you do, that's great. And the results are probably going to be a little faster. But obviously not everybody has the space for that in their budget, especially now in 2021, what we're dealing with. Sometimes people have some economic challenges, but we make it pretty affordable. And our personal training, we have a wide variety of trainers. I'm proud of each and every one of them. They have a client base, and their clients love them. They all do something a little bit different, and that's what you need. You have to go in and you have to find an individual that's going to be right for you. It might not necessarily be the person that your best friend's training with. It might not be the person that your mom trained with. It's got to be the person that you trained with. So people don't buy training; they buy trainers. I've been saying that for a long time. So it's our job as a trainer to provide the best experience to you, because the client's the boss. It does not matter what we want to do. We can give you advice. We can say, hey, listen, this is what we suggest. This is the path to get there. At the end of the day, it's what you want. Now, if you want something that's unrealistic, or if you're putting yourself in a position to fail, a good professional is going to step in and educate you on why that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
So, but it's invaluable. I sometimes get training sessions from people, and I've looked at workouts, and I've talked to other trainers, even for my own stuff, and I've been working out for over 20 years. It's very valuable. We talked about value. Sure, there's some money involved. Yeah, but to do it safely, to get on a progressive program that you're learning about how your body works, because everybody's different, I think there's a ton of value in that, and I think that's basically priceless. So, and that's what we can provide.
And I think part of it, because I've done personal training,
Yep.
I like group exercise, but the difference really there is that I'm kind of putting myself into a category when I go to group exercise. Yeah. But when I get personal trained, it's the right fit for me.
Yep.
Where it's going to be definitely the right fit. It's someone who is looking out for me personally, understands what my goal is personally, understands where I might be reserved, where I might need to be challenged. And in a group setting, you can't do that as a group fitness instructor, which I am. Mm-hmm. You can't do that. It's hard to meet everyone's needs inside the class. You try the best you can, but if you've got a large class, it's going to be hard to do that. And a lot of people haven't told you what those needs are.
Yeah.
But as a good personal trainer, which I've been trained by you, that you know my limitations, but you also know where I'm limiting myself in my brain.
Correct.
And not in my body.
Yeah.
And so that's where I think personal training is just such a great asset, because they're gonna push you a little bit more than you would push yourself, definitely.
Right.
And they're gonna know how to do it safely. And I was shocked on, I think, how much I learned. Mm-hmm. I thought, you're just gonna make me do this, and this. No. But I actually learned a lot in that, and I loved that.
Yeah, you should be a teaching trainer. Anybody who does this for a living should be a teaching trainer. I've heard people say, well, you don't want to show them too much. That is preposterous. It's one of the things that makes that just blows me away. Talking about personal relationships again, that is the first and foremost. When you get a trainer, you're going to have a personal relationship with them. That doesn't necessarily mean you guys are going to go out and have dinner. But it does mean that the individual is going to get to know you. They're going to get to know you, and they're going to be able to push you when you need to be pushed. They're going to be mindful of any kind of illnesses. They're going to be mindful of any kind of limitations and restrictions that you might have, and they're going to design a progressive workout program that works around those injuries, that works around those hiccups and those roadblocks, and they're going to make you stronger as a result for it. They're going to push you. They're going to know, because that's that personal experience and that personal relationship that we talked about. You're not going to get that from, I love the old videos from the old days, but that's another thing that we think we improve on with our Virtual Y. You have that personal relationships. You can reach out to that individual instructor, but personal training makes it even better, because you're literally one-on-one with that person. So there's instant feedback. Oh, this doesn't feel right. Oh, okay, why? So let's address that right on the fly, right on the spot. So we're not doing something that's going to put us in the position to maybe develop an injury or a bad habit down the road.
Right.
So I can talk for 3 days about the benefits of PT, but it just comes down to accountability and personal relationships with me. Mm-hmm. And you can change it up to. So if you're meeting with a trainer twice a week, I have a client now that so the first time a week is a little bit more like a body sculpt, bodybuilding kind of thing. And then secondly, I just introduced with her a little bit more plyometric stuff. So I just trained her this morning. I had her do box jumps. I had her do split squats. I had her do wall balls, wall sits, a little bit more plyometric work that she's never done. She's super athletic and she responded very well to it. That's what it's about. So it doesn't have to be the same thing. Just like you said, I think he's just going to have me do 3 sets of 10 on this machine and then we're going to go to the next machine.
Right.
Nobody on my staff does that.
Right.
We tailor it, and we tried to make it vibrant. We try to make these workouts fun and entertaining, explosive, and informative. Yeah. Does that make sense?
And here's what I love about the trainers that we have, that there's just such a wide variety of personalities.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's just, sometimes I think when you go into a gym and you're like, I'm going to ask for a personal trainer, I'm going to get this this rock star health and fitness person that's just, going to scare me into whatever, right?
Oh yeah, hopefully not.
And so and what I love about our group at the Y is that the personalities are so different. And so I feel like once they have a conversation with you about, maybe they've already picked their trainer because their bios are up and maybe they've watched, maybe they'll be able to watch a couple of their videos.
Absolutely.
To see, that's Laura, that's Shauna, that's Dana, that's Jason, that's Omar. And they can look at those people and say, okay, I know who that person is now. Maybe I've watched them do a training in the wellness center. I'm in there in the fitness center and I've watched them do some training. But they all have such an interesting personality about them, and they're all super, super different. They're all at different places in their life. And so that's what I love about, they're not cookie cutter personal trainers that are just going to, no, they're not. So, they're all your staff. So tell me what you think shines about the crew that you have right now.
Sure. That's awesome. Okay, let's start at the top. Angela and Dana, they've been working for us for the longest. They have quite a large client list. They've had to they're in different places in their lives, those two. So they've had to sort of change their availability, but they still are both accepting clients. And they're just a consummate professionals, both of them. They train people different ways. But they're definitely teaching trainers. They're definitely motivating. They're definitely just super available. And obviously you can't do it. I know Dana's been training for 15 years. Angela, I believe for 12, something like that. I might even be like stating it. But you can't be, like I said, I've been doing this a long time too. You can't do this as long as they have and I have if you don't know what you're doing. They have retained a client base that is super impressive, and their work speaks for themselves, and they both are also fitness instructors as well, which I think is important.
So then we have some new instructors,
a lot of new ones.
Personal trainers.
Shauna Angel, she was on our podcast a couple months ago.
Yeah, watch that one. That was fun.
Shauna, I'm just ridiculously proud of. She's in a lot of ways my protege. She started training with me for a couple years, and she got the bug to want to do this. Shauna has immersed herself in education for this, so now she has a lot of experience now with special needs clients. She's working on certifications to work on the trained like prenatal, and if you like for pregnant clients. Super exciting. Omar also he's trained special needs clients as well. Super great with them. Kids, pretty much everybody on our staff has been super successful working with the children. Laura's relatively new. She also does our Kids on the Move program. She does a great job with that. Like I've said a bunch of times, the amount of ingenuity and creativity that they put into these programs, it just floors me. And I've been doing this a long, long time.
Yeah.
They put the same thing into their personal training clients, which is why both of them, Shauna and Laura, have been able to develop a client base relatively quickly, which I'm super proud of. Omar's, if you talk to Omar, he's a little bit quiet once you get to know him. But once I went to a school for this, so I have a pretty good education for this. Omar's knowledge blows me away. Awesome. Like when I hear him talk about just the body mechanics, it just makes me chuckle because it's like I feel like I'm like looking at my instructor in school going, wow, he's very, very knowledgeable, and he's very, very calming. He's a different personality to me, as you can kind of tell. Sometimes I really, Yeah, he's got the chi. He's taught Tai Chi for us, actually, and we're trying to bring that back. I'm hopeful that we can have that back very soon. Omar has that. Me, I'm a little bit more intense. But there's that, but some people like it, if not, we have a trainer for you if you don't. So
there's this perfect balance between, longevity and people who have been in it and have a lot of experience to these new,
hungry.
super passionate,
They're super passionate,
excited,
super hungry.
and very well trained and knowledgeable. But there's just that difference. So there's somewhere comfortable for each person to find that personal trainer.
Everybody on staff has, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but everybody on staff has a willingness. It's not something I have to get onto them. They want to continue to be educated. They want to continue to further their certifications. They want to continue to learn more about their craft. Sometimes that's tough to do, because some people are like, I already know. I don't need to go.
Yeah.
And these guys aren't, every single one of them. Even Dana, like I said, she's been there for 15 years.
Yeah.
She's ready to go. She'll take a class. She'll take a certification program to make sure she's serving her clients better. And that's what it's about. Like I said before, this isn't about us. This is about you. This is about the individual relationships with the clients, and you are our boss. If you're not happy, we're not doing our job.
Yeah. You and Dana and Angela have not settled into your craft and said, I know everything I need to know.
No.
You guys are really just continuously updating, reading,
absolutely,
making sure that you're ready, and then watching this next generation come in. I know I hate to even say that because you guys are younger than me, so it's hard to but this is a new wave, and I can remember when that happened in group fitness, when the new wave of instructors were starting to come in, and it's an exciting time to see. So we're hoping that all of you will look to the Y for a solution to help you through to become part of our Y family. Means that we're going to start building relationships with you. We're going to start understanding where your fitness level wants to go. We're going to start just being there in your cheering corner.
Yep.
And so that's why we love what we do. So we want this to really be a healthy revolution for you. We want you to feel empowered, to make some great choices, to start thinking. It's self-care. It's not selfishness.
No, not at all.
Right? And so I think that's super, super important that you remember that you are not being selfish to go out and spend an hour or spend an hour and a half working on your own physical health. That is not a selfish thing, but that we tend to think that sometimes, especially when we're in the mom zone.
Yeah, sure.
That setting aside that extra time is selfish, and it is not.
Yeah, your family needs you to be healthy.
This is self-care. Yep. Your family needs you to be healthy, even as a dad, even as a mom, even as a grandparent, and even as a young adult. It is important for you as a mom to and a parent to start showing those examples to your kids, that we eat healthy, that we're planting these healthy lifestyles for them that they'll just carry into their adulthood.
Absolutely.
And this will be, part of their lifestyle. And so you're setting that groundwork for them now. And that's super, super important.
What a better way to alleviate some of the stress of our current times. Instead of being on social media, super toxic. Instead of just watching TV, super toxic. Let's use our health and wellness as a way to escape. I can't think of a more healthier way. And obviously we talked about a couple months, we talked about the effects of exercise, how it alleviates stress levels. There you go. So using health and wellness as a way to disconnect and kind of unplug from what's going on in the world. Can't think of a better way to do it.
Yeah. So I really do want this to be a healthy revolution for everyone in Tuscarawas County, everyone out there that may be watching this podcast. Know that the YMCAs are here for you, that we have taken extreme protocols to make sure that our building is a safe space for you to be in. We've always done that, but now it's, safe is all about how clean and all that kind of stuff. But safe spaces, we go beyond that with our child abuse prevention policies, with all the other stuff that the YMCAs bring in to make sure that they're safe in all their spaces. So we can't wait to just serve you, to have you become part of our YMCA family, and so that our healthy atmosphere can be part of your revolution in this new year. We are taking extra precautions around our building to help ensure the safety of our members and our class participants, and our COVID response plan is available on our website. Very transparent at the Y. If you're looking for our rates, anything like that, you do have to be a member to be part of our virtual experience. So we certainly would love to sign you up for that and get you started on that as well. We are very proud to make the Y accessible to all people. Financial assistance is always available, so don't hesitate to reach out to us. You'll probably talk to me, or you can come into the front desk and they can give you some information as well. But from all of us at the Y, we want this month for you to start making that change. Start your revolution. Start looking at things in a different way, in a positive way, in a spiritual way, in a hopeful way. And we are here for you to not only be in your corner, but to be cheering you on as you move through. So from all of us at the YMCA, be well.